And good morning. How are you?
I'm doing good, buddy. Good morning, man. How are you?
I am doing great. I am so addicted to this particular water from Wegmans. No, no affiliation. No affiliate link. No nothing. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right, man. Doing all right. So can't complain too much. Just you know, hate love snow. Hate seeing it go, but you know what I mean. I'm definitely ready for spring as well. But
I am so ready for
I
spring.
definitely don't like the in between.
Hey, welcome. If you join, let us know who you are. If you have a question, we'll bring it across the screen. If you'd rather us not to bring it across the screen, just don't bring it across the screen. We'll still answer your question. Say hi, though, man. Come on, say hi. Let's see, comments. All you have to do is put a comment in. If you have to permission StreamYard, and then we can bring it over if you would like. Today is a cool topic because how many of you, or D, I should ask you as well, how many of you have actually heard, where did all the employees go? Nobody wants to work. We're going to be talking about that today.
Yeah, no doubt.
And of course, we're going to be talking about the new economy. I'm going to be talking about that all year. So just get used to it. And I'll tell you, I want you to lean into it. We were speaking to somebody. Let's see, Lori. Hi, honey. My wife is a moderator. So if you have a question and you can't get it in, last week we had a coaching client that asked a question. So Lori helped her out. So we fixed some of those bugs. Still, I think StreamYard has an issue with, or Facebook with StreamYard. We had to post it in there to make this work. So anyways, if you come on in, say hi, please say hi. And so we know who you all are. Love it. If you have a question, let us know and we'll bring it across the screen. And yeah, my screen just went black. So, all right, we're going to dig in again. All year, we're going to be doing Susie. Hi. This is somebody you all are going to get to know. I always thought that about Susie, but she's got an incredible program. We'll talk more about it. Susie, if you want to drop about one of your causes, that would be cool too. And if any of you, we allow it here. If there's something that you're excited about doing, something you're going to be launching, something that you want other people to know about, feel free to drop it in and we'll bring across the screen. Not a problem. But so some of the questions that I've been getting a lot, and I know D, you have as well, and that is, well, I got it two ways. One, somebody made the comment, nobody wants to work anymore. So if you're one of those employers that think that is the case, you're wrong. We're going to talk about that. So what is it? But a lot of people think that nobody wants to work anymore. We have a hard time getting employees, or we have a hard time getting employees to stay, whatever the case is. There was a reason for it, and we're going to be able to talk about that today. So, hello. Again, say hi if you can. That would be cool. Let us know who you are. And also, if you have a question for us, Ken Doctor, welcome. Ken Jr., welcome. Welcome. And for all of the tribe members, this is going to be a very cool, we'll talk about that too, year when it comes to building your own thing, creating your own economy. That is what we talk about a lot. And we're going to be going over the new economy and why you got to lean into it. For those of you that want to learn more, we have TribeLink, and that is a platform that we designed for you not only to learn the new economy, learn how to create your own business, learn specialized tools. I don't care if it's photography or gardening, there's going to be something on Tribe. So this is a brand new platform. We're excited to bring it to you. So I just wanted to give a quick plug. I'll let one crawl there. So if you want to learn about the new economy, you can go there. It's a free course, 100% free. That is going to be updated every day. We did have a little snafu over the last week, but we fixed the snafu, and some of it is my fault. If you do not participate, one of the things that we would love for you to do, because we're going to train you Like there's people killing it on TikTok. There's a reason why. They show up, they do it, and they're constantly working their tribe, if you were, their community. You have to be able to do that. So if you go into the free course, there's only one little price you have to pay, and that is to participate. So when you're in there, the very first thing you need to do is in the community section, announce who you are, what you would love to get out of the new economy, something like that. But just explain who you are and a little bit of a bio about you would be really cool. New videos are going in today. So literally about an hour after this live event, we're going to have new videos in there in the new economy. And then every day new videos get dropped in, as well as courses, free courses. The first one is obviously the new economy. All right. We got that out of the way. D, good morning.
buddy, good morning, man. I appreciate all the public service announcements.
Yeah. So let's see. Any other comments? Sylvie, hi. Here's another one. It's is going to be somebody you're going to want to watch and know is Sylvie. She is working on Sylvie's method. She's got a lot of stuff that she's working on. That's one thing that we have to correct with some of our clients. Narrow it in. I don't have the book in front of me, but it's called The One Thing.
Right.
I have no affiliation, folks, with it. But if you want a book that will change your life, buy the book called The One Thing, especially if you are ADD like me. John, hello, John. Bring him over. John Caesar. He has quite a few different programs as well. Sylvie. Oh, yeah, I'm excited too. One thing I'm really excited about with this new economy, and I want everybody to lean into it. My son works for a company that they do recruiting, and there's a new way now. Like, there's a serious problem if people don't lean into it. They're going to find a lot of problems. Sylvie ordered the book. Good for you, Sylvie. They're going to find a lot of problems with employees and keeping them. And one of the reasons why, especially with AI now, so there's two sides of this fence. One is AI, how you can hire AI. You don't have to pay employee taxes and stuff. And I'm not telling you to fire people. I'm just saying that is one direction things are going to go in this new economy. The other direction is employees are going to find a better way. So let's talk about it. I'm going to actually bring up a slide, if that's okay.
Yeah, man.
So let's do that. Let's bring it on board here. And bada boom. So the first question is, where did all of bless you.
Sorry about that.
Where did all of the employees go? The workforce shift in the new economy. And I got to tell you, one of the things was mainly really because of the pandemic. So we're going to go over that in a bit.
Yeah, no doubt, man. I definitely think that was a game changer for a lot of people. Made a lot of people wake up and a lot of people realize some different things.
It made Zoom a household name. A lot of people didn't even.
Right.
I was using Zoom for years. I actually created a program called Webinar Jungle, kiboshed it because Zoom, they had VCs that I didn't have, and at the end of the day, it was very good. And I'm like, why? I have a million ideas, so it's like it didn't hurt my feelings none. I mean, yeah, I had a lot of money into it, but at the end of the day, I took that technology, brought it into other technology, so it worked out anyway.
No,
All
but
right.
it was crazy. Like during that pandemic with Zoom, because I mean the kids with school, social connections with people, like it. You know what I mean? Like it really blew up then. It was amazing. Like people have cocktail parties on Zoom. Who would have thought that during the pandemic? It was
fantastic. Matter of fact, it took me a while to really like the home working thing, but I love it, and that is where it is. So the shift. Anytime something goes on, it creates a shift in things. And one of the things that happened was, we were all forced to be home. Then the government gave money out, and a lot of these like wait staff and other employees, that was the most money that they ever had. Like some of them were, that was just a big deal, One moment, let's go here and let's get back onto it. One moment. Sorry about that little snafu, but that's what happened. So what happened is the economy, They sent the stimulus and all that stuff. You know the deal. But it allowed people to go online and find other things. And before you know it, that's when the creators economy started really flourishing. So let's go back to the slide real quick. And so the pandemic, they evolved. Basically, that is the thing, folks. Like, instead of making $13 an hour, some of these individuals from 19 on up were making 30, 40, 50,000 dollars per week or per month. And that's what the shift was. The pandemic response, they introduced the new belief among employees, leading many to explore opportunities outside of the traditional 9 to 5. So literally, I had somebody tell me for the first time, they're like, even though the money was like given to us, it just felt good to have a big swing of income,
Right.
which is kind of good, bad, or otherwise, but
Right.
it got them a taste of what freedom is like. Like, they were free. Like, and so they went on, and what did they do? They went to platforms and learned skills. And then they took those skills and then they brought it to YouTube, or they brought it to TikTok. They created products or courses. And before you know it, they were making more money. So now the pandemic is over. Do you think they really wanted to wait tables anymore? Like, come on. And I'm not against white. That's a reason why I won't buy a restaurant, is I'm a little concerned about the restaurant business. A lot of people are. Okay, let's move on. So one moment. Okay, the other thing is, that we just talked about, the stimulus. Right. So that really set the bar. It gave people, in a weird way, and this is why I actually kind of loved it. Some people were against it, but I would love it. I said, you know what? For the first time, can you imagine if the government would once in a while just do this? And I'm not going to get on any side here, but can you imagine if they would just give somebody like almost be a VC, especially if it's a good idea, because look at what it did. Like, it truly created a new economy. Like, it just created a lot of influencers, a lot of people that are on YouTube. I know of people that are on YouTube right now. They have YouTube channels. Even my younger brother has one, that are making more money than they were as an employee, just YouTube alone.
That's right. That's right.
I think that's a little risky. We'll talk about that another day. It's a great avenue to get people, but I don't think you should use that as your only source of income. It should be another source of income. Your source of income should be the thing that you make. And
but I definitely agree with you. But it also proved to people that they could do it.
Yeah, it gave the belief system, and it gave them a taste of life. For some people, I remember speaking to this one person. She worked in the Bemis area, and she goes, I didn't have a summer for like years. Like, she goes, I'll be honest with you. Like, I was not upset over the pandemic. Like, it literally it opened a lot of things. Even for me, it allowed a lot of memories that I would have had with my brother that I had that now I cherish. Okay. Right. Next one, the return of work or the lack thereof. Number one, freelancing and gig jobs. That's huge right now. So there's a lot of people that are making so much money. They're really good at photography. So they're online and they're doing it for others, or editing video. There's so many. You can go to Freelancer, Upwork. My son works for Indeed. Now that's employment, but I think even these employment companies are going to start adding on different services. John here is on Jubilant Careers. We're going to be eventually going to have AI agents that you can hire. You don't pay employment tax or anything like that with them. Okay, content creation, that's a big one. Even emails. So think about this. Morning Brew was an email newsletter. How many of you, show your hands, how many of you remember newsletters way back in the day? Well, guess what? They're back. And they're back with vengeance. Newsletters are a very good way to earn money. It's got to be good. Obviously, everything we talk about right now, you got to know that it's got to be good.
Right.
Susie, you read that for me. Actually, I'll bring it across.
Yeah, exactly what I was going to do. Yep. Susie with You Matter. I teach comprehensive situational awareness and self-defense. Yep,
Mental, physical wellness.
Yep, and I believe everyone should be trauma informed. You know,
And that is I don't mean to call it a product. Lori raised her hand on that one, Susie. I got to tell you something. Susie alone, I think she's got multiple products within her, but she's got something that's absolutely amazing. Same with Sylvie. But Susie, that's amazing. So think about, even with this new economy, that awareness today, it would take you years way back in the day. Today, you can make anything become known fairly quick,
right?
Especially if you get on the right platforms. All right. The other thing, so content creation, there's just so many ways to make money.
Well, you know, and equally as important is the personal branding side of that. You know, like basically, you know, I mean, like, you know, you have information, you have knowledge, you have those things in your head. Yeah, it's you marketing yourself that you know these things and how informed you are on them. Exactly. So the content creation is one side of it, but the knowledge and yourself is the whole other side of it. So I love how those two are together.
100%. E-commerce and digital. Listen, we'll talk a little bit more about this right after the slide deck. But at the end of the day, did you know, like, if there's a Chinese lady that's on TikTok, the live selling, she's so fast, you don't even see it. I don't even understand how it works, but they're doing tens of millions of dollars off of TikTok itself, selling that way. If you're somebody that has a physical product, I don't have mine here, but I have this little, I don't know if I can even say it, but it's a little knife you wear on your neck just in case, you know, keep yourself safe. And I always thought, like, wow, Susie actually has something for self-defense. Susie, that's a huge product. Susie could kill it in a lot of ways because she's got a physical product as well as she has a digital product. We'll go more into this even next week. Which product do you go with and where is a good example. For instance, I just launched Mininar. Okay, this was something that was in my head for a while. Mininar is an app. Okay, apps are a wonderful thing to build today. And if you don't know how, you don't have to. You just hire people to do it. We can create apps for you as well. But an app is a wonderful way. We talked about, what was that app that I always talk about? The Calm one. Calm.
Oh yeah, Calm.
That's a multi. I think it's $1 billion app. Can you imagine that? What it does is it just calms you down, right? So there's apps, digital products. A lot of these people that were working at Waitstaff. Yeah, John, what is this? Folder of newsletters, separate email accounts. Don't necessarily need to read them all. Yeah, absolutely. That's another thing. When you can literally create, there could be products out there. You can create a product that just enhances another product. Right. You in the bike industry, there's a perfect example of that. It's called aftermarket products for a reason. Okay, so let's go on. Remote work hybrid model. Yes. Those that did not return to employment, this is a biggie. They demanded remote hybrid work options, refusing to return to the rigid office environment. That's a little hostile, but at the end of the day, people got a good taste of it. And then some, especially people that had skills of management, they went into a situation to where they didn't want to do it. They said, listen, you can hire me as a company now, but I have other clients as well. So they did it that way. So instead of going back as an employee, they went back as a business relationship. How cool is that?
Well, exactly.
Okay, next slide. The new workforce mindset, autonomy over stability. I love this because people have a new belief system. It was about control. The pandemic shattered the illusions of the traditional employment was the only path of security. It shattered that. People realized, wait a minute. Remember, you got to have a good job and work that job until you're 65, and then finally you get to retire. Right. People know there's a better way now. That's the bottom line. Again, folks, I'm not against working for others. Some people are just going to need to do that. But I also see a huge, like, it's so big that I was on a call last night. Like, it's so big of a threat. If you don't think AI is going to take jobs, and we'll talk about what's that going to look like.
Yeah, that could be a whole nother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can have AI do so many things for you. And for those that don't quite understand that, we'll be able to go over that more. And again, if you have a question, feel free to put it in. Tom White says LLC yourself. Yeah, basically what he's saying, it's you as a brand. Absolutely, 100%. All right. So this is what was a killer. Ready? So during this, they started to earn their own income streams, taking control of their schedules, avoiding toxic work environments. I remember a person, case in point, was in Bemis Point. For those of you that's not around this area, that's a location of we all love. Anyways, at the end of the day, the employer of this person actually was in Sullivan. This employer in a restaurant literally stated, I can replace you. So then the pandemic happened, right? So this person remembers this, right? Pandemic happens, everybody's forced at home, everything's pretty much closed. Then when it was time to bring her back, she goes, no, remember you could just replace me? Well, I'm replacing you. And I thought that was pretty cool.
Right.
So
yeah, no, for sure.
Some people just were mistreated and they're like, hell no, I don't need to go back. I don't need to go back. So today, folks, if you own a business and you have employees, I'm telling you, you've got to treat them really good now. Like, give them bonuses, give them what they're worth, because today the value of an employee is going up. Matter of fact, I had to give a raise to my CTO today. Okay. Why? Because he deserves it and stuff like that. So just know the value of your people. This led to the Great Resignation, where employees quit their jobs in record numbers, seeking better pay, flexibility, independence, and it fueled the Great Reshuffle as workers transitioned into other industries and careers that they were more passionate about. It just allowed them to level up. How did that happen? They learned more skills. They went online. They learned more skills. Exactly. Maybe they took classes, especially when things started opening up. Okay, next one. The new economy, entrepreneurship, AI, digital leverage. And I love that word, digital leverage, because that's exactly what it is. I was on with somebody on Monday that he says, I now work 4 or 5 hours a week. Do you remember the book, The 4-Hour Workweek?
Right. I do.
By Tim Ferriss, right?
Yeah.
Now it was like he was ahead of his day. Like, you're seeing this. So how did this guy do it? Folks, he leveraged himself with AI. Let me see this one. I have a thing that that makes the slide go back and forth. You're going to have to read it.
Okay. Yep. I utilize my personal experience, education, and training for my platform. I quit my full-time job to do what I was passionate about. That was
that is huge. That is huge. I love that. That's another thing, folks. It allows you to work on what you're passionate about. If you love food, have a cooking show. Like, you can make so much money with a cooking show. I have Earthy Chef that I have yet to launch, and someday I will. Remember the one thing, I read that book and I'm living and breathing it right now. Sometimes we got to put ourselves on a leash. You and I have a syndrome, and some of you that are here, let me see what Tom Ferriss rule. Yeah, Ferriss is fantastic. Tim Ferriss is who we were speaking of. If you didn't get that book, that's another good one that will really wake you up. It's over like 15 years old now, which is hard to believe. But at the end of the day, with this new AI, digital leverage is key. This gentleman employed AI agents. Again, it's artificial intelligence that answers phones, schedules. He has it. If he needs a haircut, AI takes care of it. He'll just say whatever he calls his AI. Do me a favor, schedule me a haircut. Make sure you give me 15 minutes before the haircut, 15 minutes after the haircut to get to my next appointment. Don't make it too close. And it does it. Right. It calls those and it does it. Okay. The new economy, individuals leverage digital tools, AI automations generate income in ways that was possible decades ago. That is so true. You'll learn more in the New Economy, 100% free, folks. This is our gift to you. If you want to take it, 100% free. It's called The New Economy. The videos, when you get in there, you first open up an account, announce who you are in the tribe. It's very easy to do. And then you're going to be learning some amazing stuff. Okay. Entrepreneurship over employment has never been higher. Online businesses over local jobs, and AI-driven automations over manual labor is big.
Right.
Okay, next slide. And I think this will wrap that up. This is the conclusion. So where did the workers go? They did not disappear. They transformed. And by the way, after the slide, I'm going to talk about this, and I want to take some questions. Let's have some back and forth, folks. Give us some of your thoughts on this. Weigh in on this, because this is a biggie. You're going to see, and it has nothing to do with who's the president or whatever. You're going to see a lot of mom and pop businesses go out of business. You just saw Joanne Fabrics going out of business because there's a new way of things being done. If you don't lean into it, you're screwed. I'm sorry, but that is true. The ones that are going to be at a greater threat, obviously at the top are restaurants, but we need them. People that are working from home need to get out. You just have to fix and treat your employees right, pay them right, and you'll keep them for the most part.
Right.
Okay. Workers didn't vanish. They simply stopped accepting outdated work conditions, being treated wrong. They found a new way to make money, build careers, and redefine success on their own terms. Very true. Matter of fact, we know a lot of jet setter type entrepreneurs, meaning they're a solopreneur, multimillionaire, but they can be anywhere as long as they have an internet connection. Sometimes they're in Florida, sometimes they're in Dubai. We get it. We see it all the time, especially in our industry. They refined, let's say, their own terms. Employers who want to compete in the new economy must embrace, I just talked about this, flexibility, innovation, in the new reality. Work is no longer a place. It is an activity.
I love that phrase.
Oh, true. Question number one, where did the employees go? But rather, how can a business adapt to the new workforce? The future belongs to those who innovate. I'm also going to close with this, not close, sorry. You got to treat people right, but innovation is in the hands of the creator now.
Right.
Okay. Right. So the creator economy is here. It's here to stay. Weigh in on this. Let's see. Tom White. Tucker Max is about creating your own self-sustaining environment in microfarming. Microfarming is huge. And if you're somebody that knows farming, or let's call it growing food,
right?
Even growing marijuana is probably a thing. We will allow that on Tribe, by the way. If you have knowledge, open up your own account on TribeLink and teach. We're going to teach you how to do it. You could make some serious money. Okay, let's see. Any other questions? What was Tom's, or did I John's?
Yep. Nope, you got it.
My suggestion, the creative folder. Oh yeah, we already did that one.
Yeah.
All right. If you have any questions, feel free to put it in. Let me give you my last thoughts. D, I'm going to start with you first. What's your thoughts on, first of all, the new economy? What have you seen with just local business I
mean, dude, you see trends, and you know what I mean, and we're in that, and we're in that space, and we see it. I mean, retail, unless you're a specialty niche, something, you know what I mean, something very specific, or something that everyone needs, you're going to have a hard time making it in the future. You are. Definitely knowledge, skill, anything teachable, anything that it is a good way to go. I mean, the one thing we are seeing is we're seeing how many new millionaires are there under the age of 30. You know what I mean? Just because of right, just because of their social networking.
My goal, and I know this will sound a little cheesy, but my goal, it's a big goal. I'll just leave it at that. But at the end of the day, and for those of you that don't know, I own Sparterra, which is a tech company. We build techs. I have partners. I've teamed up with even John on a couple D-Dipple with multiple. And but here's the deal. We create products. So Mininar is a app that allows you to have webinars because there's a problem in the industry. And I had a dream that I solved it in the dream. I'm like, I need that. And we created it. So Mininar is amazing. Lori, where should you look for opportunities in the new economy? They're all around you.
Right.
My wife, Lori, is also my wife. For those that don't know, here's the thing with Lori. She has a lot of skill. She has a lot of knowledge from health to fitness, whatever. She's got a lot of skills. So basically, even with Lori, where would you go? You go where you just got to define who you are and what you're going to do. Even if you're a company right now and you're saying, oh crap, this might apply to me. What can I do? Well, there's AI. Okay. Reach out to us. We can help you with that. There's
Right.
AI. We have a company called TextMeal that does a lot of automations that can actually, now you do a corporate shuffle. You let AI do the jobs that it can do, and then that staff can go into the jobs that need to be fulfilled. That's what I would do. Another thing companies can do, I'm a big component on apps. So you can downsize your company to some degree, depending on the deal, and then you up it by bringing in other technologies. So yeah, that is really huge. So Lori, where should they go for opportunities in the new economy? I would personally look to starting out on social media. You got to start like what we're doing right now. Start out on social media. Don't do this though. I have seen, and I know, just drives me crazy. I have seen more and more companies or even self-branded people that bastardize other companies or other people. Don't do that. Don't do that. If you think your product is so good, let it speak for itself. You don't need to bring down another company. All that does is it makes them wonder now about you. If you're a martial artist and you're saying, hey, people don't like my style, well, now they're looking at your style like, well, wait, what's wrong with it? Why would you ever do that, right? Be you. Just be you. If you're a martial artist and you love the way you teach, Susie is in Krav Maga. I need to take Krav Maga. I took Hapkido, but Krav Maga is very similar. But at the end of the day, she has her own methods maybe, and you just run with that. But so if I was looking, where do you look to go? Number one, you need a platform. You need something like if you have a physical product, I would go to What's Not in TikTok, and I would do a lot of live sales. Gary Vaynerchuk is doing millions with his live sales, just that. And there's a lot of people that are doing a lot of money when it comes to live sales. I would lean into that. I would lean into AI. I would lean into the automated services. Like I said, we have TextMeal. That'll automate a lot of stuff for you. A lot of stuff. John, let's see. Can you grab that one? Let's bring it up. Hey, remember? Oh, I'm sorry. You're bringing it up and I'm bringing it up. Go ahead.
So I agree that the new path forward is going to be digital. If you have a skill or knowledge, it would be in your best interest to share it. For one that skill set gets passed to the next generation, you can still implement, you can still supplement your income depending on your financial situation.
Oh, huge.
Start your tribe now and do the 45-day challenge and get the following 50 people to your tribe.
Yeah, that would be huge. Yeah. So what John is saying is you got to get people to come to you. What is the best way to do that? The best way to do that is to form a tribe. We teach you that in the new economy. But more importantly, you form a tribe and you got to give them value though. I know this, when it comes to people figuring out a product and they'll ask me, I just don't know how to price it. I said, what kind of problem are you solving? Okay. If you have a plumbing problem and there's only one pipe that fixes it, and if you don't fix it, your house fills with water, how much are you willing to pay for that pipe. Like, you get what I mean? It comes down to that. It's like, what problem? Look at doctors. If you have something wrong with you, you have a broken leg. It's got to be fixed. What's the alternative? Limping for the rest of your life, right?
Not being
You
able to
got
use
to
it.
pay what is needed. Teeth. Teeth is a good one. People that are speaking and stuff, and let's say for whatever reason they have a teeth problem, they got to get it fixed. Either they get veneers or whatever, but the value is in the solution that you need. So if you're somebody, for instance, was able to teach somebody how to, or they can create, let's say, an app, and that person has 100,000 followers, and they know that most of them are going to want the app when it's launched. At that point, what are they willing to pay? It's probably almost unlimited because they know the value of it. That's what you really need to do, is know the value of what you got. All right. Susie, I love Krav Maga. Yeah. And by the way, for those that are non-martial artists, Krav Maga is a form of martial arts. Susie teaches women, especially, I'm assuming, that craft. And I think we see it today. It's so warranted today. Unfortunately, another thing that Susie believes in is the sex trafficking and stuff, in trying to kibosh that. We all need, and there is a company, someday I'll spotlight it one of these weeks because I think it's a good organization. It's something underground. I just forget the name. But it's something underground. What they do is they literally go into these countries like Navy SEALs. A lot of them are they're retirees or whatever, and they go in there right down to special forces. They formed a company that goes in there and they rescue these women and children that are in foreign countries that were literally stolen from wherever. Anyways, it's absolutely horrible, but an organization that I really believe in. And Susie has something that is within that, helping that out. I think that's great. That's another thing too. What I love about the new economy, listen, folks, money is a tool. I know where I want to be I don't know all of your goals, but I know that where you want to be. And at the end of the day, money is a tool. Money solves problems. It doesn't buy happiness, but it certainly makes life a lot easier. Yes or yes?
Yeah, no, for sure.
It makes life easier. I know that there might be some people that maybe have gone through a divorce, or they lost their job. Worse yet, they went through a divorce, they lost their job, they don't know what to do. They're aging, and it's like, this is it. Like, the new economy is where I would 100% lean into. I used to always try to push my brother this way, but he's a corporate kind of guy, and there's nothing wrong with that. All right. If there's no more questions, we can wrap this up. We got it done before an hour. What?
I know, dude. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. And I real quick, just a couple more things. Number one, we have a newsletter. It's going to be coming out 100% free. And what does that do? Comes out in the morning. We're morning people, biz morning. And for those of you, we'll announce that. But one thing amazing about it is the fact that it's going to give you direction. And of course, you're going to get direction with TribeLink. So if you are a company and you need help, reach out to us. Again, we create systems. Let's see what Tom's got here. Did you putting up or?
Yeah. Good.
Yeah, we both keep going. Okay. AI is great. Working from home, solopreneur is great, but people still need to interact and communicate. Networking is huge. Huge, huge, huge. Networking is big. Matter of fact, I keep in mind, Facebook is a networking app. LinkedIn is a networking app.
Right.
But if you're a networker, if you know how to bring people, Tom does this. If you know how to bring people together, you can create a lucrative business out of that.
Right. No, dude, I mean, any social media app is what? It's networking,
Yes, it is. It is. So what you got to think of, what do I have? What knowledge? If you're over the age of 50, I can show you a way. I'll show you in the free economy or the new economy. I'll show you a way that chances are you can 10x what you've made throughout your life doing your own thing, assuming you got skills. Everyone has skills. You got something. And if you don't, you can learn You just have to be a few steps ahead of other people. We have amazing apps that are coming out. Again, I'm in the SaaS business, software as a service. Facebook is software as a service. And but I will tell you this. Here's what I want to leave you with. You want to be in the recurring revenue business model. Sylvie. Oh yes, absolutely. Yeah. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate you, Sylvie. But you got to look at you have to look at yourself as your own brand. I would so lean into that. I can go on to the top of the highest mountain with the biggest megaphone I could possibly have and try to convince as many people to become their own brand. Do your own thing. All you need is help. You can get there. Today we are in the infopreneur industry where the information of anything you want to learn is out there. All you have to do is lean into it. But here's more important. You got to learn and apply. Don't think you got to learn it all and then, and then eventually you're going to do it. No, you got to go. You got to make it. Joe Gustafson. Yes, brother. YouTube University. Absolutely 100%. YouTube is the number one search engine, then Google. Think about that for a moment. YouTube, you can learn almost anything. There is a little bit of system. Walter Weathers, appreciate you, brother. How are you doing? Yes, it is very important to be your own brand. Walter's coming out with Walter, drop your book number or name, brother. So Walter's coming out with a book. I shouldn't say coming out with a book. He came out with a book. He's got a book, and he's also got his own brand that he's bringing to the world as well. You're going to see Walter a lot. One of the biggest dudes I've ever seen over the age of 50. So Walter, my hat's off. Hey, Walter, did you see another creator? Guys, you got to listen to this. Who is the one that just won? Oh, darn it. Sam Sulek. Here's a bodybuilder. I didn't know him 3 years ago. He went on YouTube and all he did was vlog. He went in and recorded his workouts. Somebody would film him, probably a girlfriend or somebody like that. They would film him and he would just talk candidly about what he's doing. He's a giant. He's huge. Bodybuilders don't bodybuild for women. They bodybuild for men. I'm kidding, Walter. But at the end of the day, Walter is huge himself and knows his shit when it comes to working out and taking care of yourself. He's a guy that you would never know that was over the age of 50. That is a huge market. So if you're somebody like Walter that knows nutrition, it doesn't matter that there's thousands of people out there. Look at Lady Boss. She killed it. Even though there was multiple products out there, she just, for whatever reason, gravitated to the girls between the ages of 18 and 30. They just gravitated to her, and she made a multi-million dollar business out of that, and then exited for an 8-figure exit, like 50, 60, 80, or 100 million. I can't remember, but ClickFunnels bought her out.
Right. No,
Big money. Okay, Walter. Yes, let's see. Walter, what is your? Oh, here it is. Oh, yes, he won. Yeah. So Sam Sulek. There was a little concern I had because I'm assuming they're maybe taking some juice. I don't know. But at the end of the day, the guy did what he said he was going to do. This guy is an action taker, right? He does this thing. Then he's got his own brand. He's making over 100,000 a month. Come on. It's insane. He doesn't need sponsored. Well, I'm sure he'll grab them, but he's got his own brand now. Like he could literally right now, he won a contest. He can get into a movie right now. He could do that. His next event is going to be the Arnold Classic, all amateur, I believe. But anyways, yes. What is the name of your book, Walter? Oh, here it is. The Fight Back is Real. God, I just love that title. Come on. That's me right now. The Fight Back. I went through a lot of tragedy in my last 3 years, and I'm back, and it's a comeback. Matter of fact, somewhere I have a book. Oh, if I name the title, then people will hate me because of who wrote it. But it's a good book, and it has a lot to do with like a comeback. We'll leave it at that.
Nice.
And what was it? I mentally checked out. I was in deep mourning and stuff like that. But we're back, and I honor my brother a different way now. So let's see. Oh, we already did that one.
Yep.
You are welcome, Walter. Walter's going to be a force. Walter, you on Tribe. We need you on Tribe because I'll tell you why. Number one, I'm going to push, especially anybody. Here's last thing, I promise, because I was so excited that we got it over. And I know you're looking over your shoulder, so you got somebody that needs you, I'm sure.
Oh, no, I got a son home sick today, so he's been harassing me behind the thing a little bit. So there was the other way. So it's been funny, honestly.
Well, here's the deal. If you're somebody over 40, we specialize in that. We'll give you the new belief system. We'll help you. Here's the other thing. You got value. Everyone has value. Everybody has. Some people could be a tour guide. I see friends of mine that they're always traveling. You kidding me? That people need to, like, you could have a travel type website talking about the destinations you go. How do you monetize that? The people that are in that destination, they'll pay to be on your website. There's just so many ways to if you can't make $1 million in a year, it's on you. Like, and I don't mean to talk, but like Susie, it takes money to make change. It takes money. Think of what you could do for some organizations when you have money, let alone it sets you free. All right. You can't love money. Let's see. What do we got here? Good. Yeah. And I got you. I got you, Walter. Walter's a force. By the way, for those of you that are trainers, you got knowledge. Right. And you're over the age of 40, you can be 20. It doesn't matter. Right. I'm just saying, if you're over the age of 20, I like my program because we don't attract the Lambo guys and the flashy. We're here for real change, real income, real branding, real value, and more importantly, what you can do with your brand, including, tithing and stuff like that. So that's what we're really about. I appreciate all of you guys. Again, the New Economy and TribeLink.com. Go in there. Yes, there's going to be a bug once in a while. We have an amazing staff that fixes things. And then we have a way that it just is going to make the whole system so robust. If you're a company that needs help, reach out to us. We'd love it. Let's see. Yeah, I love it, Lori. Thank you, honey. But at the end of the day, Stan the man. Here's an inventor. Hey, Stan, appreciate you, brother. He was an inventor. I'm not going to say what he invented. I don't know if I can, but it was really cool. But Stan was an inventor, was actually in Walmart. But Stan, there's no age limit, folks. I don't care what age. You could be 80. As long as you want tomorrow to come and you get excited about business, there's no reason why. It doesn't matter what age you are. You just go. So yeah, thank you, Stan. Appreciate you, bro. Alrighty, everyone have an amazing week. We got a lot more stuff that's going to be coming out. Again, Mininar, my last ask, 100% free. Download Mininar. Mininar, do I have a logo or something so people can see what it looks like? One second. Let me just share this.
Yep.
Look at the sidebar, Mininar. That's what it is. It is a webinar platform designed for trainers. Like, you can use that for your nurturing. It's 100% free. Download it. I will send you codes that just in time learning. So if you want to learn how to get known, if you want to learn how to set up a studio, because maybe you're going to start your own podcast, maybe you're going to start your own. There are people right now that are making money reading books, making audio files of books, especially the ones that are in the public domain. That is huge right now. You could do that. So again, it's Mininar. If you download it, it's 100% free. every now and then we're going to tell you all of those that have Mininar, here's a code for you, and you can watch a webinar that is going to help you move and help you with your business. So pretty cool with that. Let me see if there's anything else. All right, Walter. Yes, thank you. Everybody, thank you, Sam, Stan. Let's see, Sylvie, we will see you soon. Thank you, everyone, and we'll see you next week. Again, we're going to go live at noon. We're going to help you build your business, build your brand. We're going to help you create your own economy. You can be like those that didn't go back to work. You can be like them and create your own thing. I think would be really cool. We've been very, very busy for the last 7 years, let alone the last 6 months has been crazy. But I'm really excited. Everything is built and done.
Right.
Now it's just critiquing and stuff like that. So we will see you all soon. Have a great week. Thank you. Thank you, D. And we'll see you all next week.
All right. Yep. See you, everyone.
Peace.